to my live. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get everything set up like usual. Usually takes me a second. I have got my laptop set up on a tripod over here that is barely hanging on. I hope the wind doesn't blow too hard because this thing is gonna topple over. How's everybody doing? I've been outside all day. If you can't tell. I'm dirty. But I thought it was a good idea to come out here and do this because we were talking about cold steel axes. That's what this live's about. We're gonna discuss cold steel axes, hatchets, tomahawks, and I'm actually working on some. And I figured I could work on them and talk to you guys and show you what I'm doing while we talk about their lineup. Axes I like, tomahawks I love, axes I don't like, and you know, get your guys' opinion on cold steel axes too. I know I've seen a lot of people, some of the older guys, talk about how cold steel used to be better than what it is now. I didn't get into cold steel that long ago. I came somewhere in the middle, I think. So I got one or two older ones that are really good. And then I kind of progressed up to modern day or today's cold steel axes. So we're gonna talk about that. If there's anybody in the or anybody that joins this live that can tell us about some of the old school cold steel axes and why they're so much better, I'm interested in knowing why. So please, let's get into that as well. We'll probably stay on here for about an hour and a half tops. I do have a light set up. We don't have much sun today. It's really cloudy, so it's probably gonna get dark really fast. So there is that. Let me bring up here the chat so I can see everybody. I want to be able to talk with all of you. Yeah, there's 3 of you here. All right, so I'm just going to kind of chat for a little bit until we get into this thing here. What's up, Mike? The only cold steel I have experience with is pocket knives and throwing knives. Okay. I don't have any experience with cold steel knives. I did have someone reach out to me recently, and he used to do YouTube, and he said that he's got a company that does knives that used to give him knives to review, and he wanted to know if, since he's not doing YouTube anymore, he wanted to know if I'd be interested in reviewing the knives. I told him I'd get with 2 other guys. I'm not a knife thrower. I wouldn't be able to give anybody any knowledge at all about knives to review them. I just don't feel comfortable. So I told him I'd reach out to 2 other YouTubers that I know that do knife throwing, and I'm waiting for them to get back with me. But it was not cold steel. I will say that it was not cold steel, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is all steel and dirt underneath my watch. I am nasty out here, guys. Nasty tonight. So knives are fun to throw. It's different. I mean, I've thrown a few in my time. It's just, you know, I don't feel like it would be like a learning thing for me if I made a YouTube channel with knives. I don't feel comfortable telling anything to anybody about knives. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got a bunch of axes out here. I've got one set up already that I'm finishing the edge on. You guys, okay, so we're gonna finish sharpening that here on live. I've got the Viking hand axe. I wanna show you guys the Viking hand axe because I've seen a lot of people say that they love the Cold Steel Viking hand axe, and I've seen a lot of people say they don't like it. And I think, from my opinion, my experience, that I think the reason why people don't like the Cold Steel Viking hand axe, just my opinion, is because of the cheek and bit design, the cutting edge. But I'm gonna show you guys how you can make it better and how I do mine. It transforms this axe completely. It really does. And I'll show you guys what I did to it and how it looks since I've modified the cutting edge on it, because it's really thick. It's my wife's favorite axe to throw, but I noticed that when she doesn't put a lot of zip on her throw, you get a lot of bounce backs. The cutting edge will go in and it kind of comes back out. It's got a pretty hard manufacturer's grind. So I'll show you guys how I did mine in this video as well. And of course, I've got some stuff going on. I actually feel like I could bring the camera a little closer. I feel like it's far away. Let me adjust it, guys. Hang on. Sorry to do this to you, but I'm gonna adjust it really quick because I feel like it's just really far away. And sorry about this. And we're just gonna adjust it just a little bit here. Maybe that's better. We'll do it right there. I feel like I was really far away. Whenever I set the camera up, it looks good, but then when you hit live, it's just like fisheye look. Everybody's free giveaways. Mike, I know you got free giveaways coming. Everybody's free giveaways are set aside and boxed. Everything's ready to go. Amazon orders are in the cart, so I'll probably take care of that tomorrow or Saturday, one of the two. So everybody that's waiting on free giveaways, they will go out by the end of the week. So I think that's better. It looks better. Oh no, it's buffering. It's buffering. Hopefully we don't lose everybody. It looks like it's digital tiling over here on my thing over here. So, hey brother, much needed rain here tonight. I know I was worried about they've been, every day I check the weather and it says it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And I check it again. Rain tomorrow. They keep pushing it. Every day they push it back a day. It's supposed to have rained here since Tuesday. Hasn't yet. So grass is turning a little brown. We haven't had any rain in a little bit. So I'm enjoying outside. Been out here all day since like 1. So a little dirty. What's up, Wes? Hey, what's up, Robert? What's up, dude? How are you? How are you guys? All right, so let me just show you guys what I got going on here. Let me move my other phone out of the way. Make sure that no one's gonna bug the mess out of me while I'm on here. And we'll go here. All right, we'll set that there. Okay, all right, so I guess we could just get it right into the current review that we're working on. Let's talk about the current review. Let me get this thing out of the way before I cut my side on it. Okay, so if you guys don't know, we did a first impressions kind of unboxing on the Axe Gang Hatchet by Cold Steel. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. It's a last video, I think. The unboxing and first impressions on it. I did a little modification to it. It's not something I normally do, but because I knew about this axe already, when I took it out of the box, I decided to do some modifications to it before I threw it. And I did throw it once. I threw it one time in that video. So I'm looking forward to this one. Like I said in my video, it feels really good in the hand. It's indexed in a way, it almost has like a squarish handle. Indexes nicely. I'm really looking forward to getting this. And somebody had said, which I found interesting, and I told him to come back for the live because I think he might be right. I don't know. But they have a competition thrower, Cold Steel does. They have a competition throwing axe, I believe. And it looks very similar to this one. And the gentleman in the comment section of this review said that it looked like it was hung upside down. Now, I had told you guys, when it comes to like axe fighting, the toe sticks up like that in Kung Fu to poke, okay? When he said that, I originally thought, well, they designed the toe in a way to use it in Axe Gang for, you know, thrusting the toe for fighting. But he said that it looked like it was hung upside down. And I got to looking at the competition thrower, and I was like, wait a second. This looks like the competition throwing axe head, just right side up on the Axe Gang hatchet here. So did they do that? Maybe. I don't know. I don't have the competition thrower in my hands. But if you go look at it, it looks just like this one if you flip it upside down. So I thought that was interesting. We'll have to get one and compare it to this one and see if that's what they did. You know, it is what it is. As long as it holds up, I don't really care. But I do like the toe swept up like that, especially for axe throwing, because I like to be able to over rotate it a little bit to get the toe to stick into the target. So whether it's hung upside down or not, they did that on purpose to give it a different look. I don't really care. I actually prefer it this way because I'm gonna get more of an over rotation than I will an under rotation, and I like to utilize that toe and how it's swept up like that to go into the target. That's just me. But overall, it feels really good. Not too heavy, but not too light. It feels really good in the hand. So I'm interested in getting into the review on this one because it's really sharp. Yeah, it's really sharp. And the cheek and bit design on this thing, guys, is just so thin. I mean, you could smash with this thing. I feel like it's gonna get great penetration. I really do. So come back next week when I review it, because this weekend is not going to be this axe. It is not. I made my pizza cutting axe. I designed one, and it's pretty funny. And this video that I'm dropping this Saturday is gonna be a lot of fun, or this weekend. I don't know if I'm dropping it Saturday or Sunday. Come back this weekend, it's gonna be a lot of fun because I did something a little different. I designed it, and then I took you guys along with me for my first time throwing it. I didn't do just come back this weekend. I take you guys along with me throwing it for the very first time. It was interesting. That thing is really small. So there was a miss or two in there. I did get a knob strike, I think. But we started honing in after a little bit of throwing. I didn't really warm up. I just kind of threw with you guys cold and warmed up with you as we went. It'll be a fun video. And I took you guys into the front yard with that thing and threw a bunch of bombs in the front yard at that target up front. Threw it pretty far. So come back this weekend and watch it. It was a heck of a lot. It was a heck of a lot of fun, at least. So I don't know if anybody else would be interested in getting something like that, but it's initial testing. I'm not going to call it first impressions. I'll call it a testing of my pizza cutting axe, if you want to call it that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. The ricochet is something else, though. Oh, yeah, on knives. I bet it is. I bet it is. I bet it is. It's supposed to start raining here in a little bit. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you're getting rain. Dead Wolf Resistance. What's up, man? How are you? Sean Curry. Hey, what's up, dude? How are you guys? How's everybody tonight? Hope you guys enjoy this, talking about Cold Steel stuff. I really, really like Cold Steel. If you guys didn't hear my intro, I've always liked Cold Steel. I think that they're really good for the money. Are they the best axes out there? Of course not, but I think they're pretty good for the money. I've seen some older guys talk about how Cold Steel's not that great anymore, but it used to be good in the past. So if you guys have any experience with Cold Steel with older stuff in the past, let me know. I think I've only got like one or two, but so far so good. I like their stuff. Recon Hawk. Let's just jump into what I don't like about Cold Steel. We'll just jump in right there, right? We're always going to start with something that I don't like, and I'll be honest with you. I think this is the only thing that I've experienced so far that I don't really care from Cold Steel. Now, I think it's a little bit. I think it's designed a little. The design is a little messed up. I don't think it's designed well. That's just my opinion, though. Some of you out there might love it, which is the Recon Hawk, the one I'm sharpening right now. I'm sharpening this as we speak, the Recon Hawk. Didn't care for it. Didn't care for it at all. The weight distribution on it is a little weird. The rotation, when I did my rotation test, when I put it in my hand, it wanted to fall straight down, didn't flip over. I knew I was going to have issues from the start, and I told you guys in the first impressions, I knew I was going to have issues throwing it. Now I did modify it. I cut it down and came back and made another video showing you guys that my modifications did help it, and it does fly better now because it's not oddly distributed. The weight's not oddly distributed, I should say. But it's still not my favorite. You do get like a square handle with how I designed it. But I didn't like either how it flares out to the bottom like this. As it goes down to the knob, it flares out like this. And it's not a subtle flare like you would get on the RMJ tactical axes. It's very fast. So when it gets down to the bottom of your hand, it just feels weird. I don't know. Could be me. I've seen a lot of people say they like theirs. If you like it, great. I just didn't care for it. I didn't. So it's turned into a all-around beater axe for me. A lot of people come over and throw axes, and I give them this to throw. For a single rotation, it's totally fine. And even the way that it was, how it came to me stock, it was totally fine. It's just when you get back past a single rotation, guys, it's just the way it's designed isn't the greatest. I did sharpen the spike in the back just now a little bit ago and gave it an edge, pretty nasty. This is actually designed in a way that's really good for axe throwing because of the way that it swoops back over rotation. It'll slide right in there. So I will give them credit that the spike I do like. I think the design on it's really good. And I think it would be great for axe throwing since I sharpened it. I didn't sharpen it in my initial review, but I'll have to throw it again and find out. But it almost looks like that Raven's Beak spike that you guys have seen in the past that I did on the R&J Tactical Kestrel. We got some mead going tonight. I got mead in my Drakar horn mug. If you guys don't know, the two winners got back with me. We got two winners of the Galahorns from Sons of Vikings. Oddly enough, one of the guys who won works with me. So I didn't have to send that one out. I can just take it to work and give it to him. That's the very first. I've always prided myself in saying that no one's ever won a giveaway, a free giveaway on my channel that I knew. This is the very first time someone's won a free giveaway that I know. He works with me. His name's Chase. I didn't even know that he won, and his name is that weird 5D whatever, and I went down and kind of looked, and after he won, I went back to his comment and I saw that he had hashtag and he put Jet was here. His last name's Majet. And I was like, holy crap, that's Chase, he won. So congratulations to the two winners of the Galahorns. I haven't made it back up to Sons of Vikings yet. Sorry guys, I'll get up there when I can. I've been busy, but I'll get up there when I can to figure out how we're gonna work the free giveaways from them. If that's how they're gonna sponsor us, totally fine with me. Now, Recon Hawk. The grip panels aren't bad, but when I cut mine down, I kind of shaped them in a square shape. It's pretty good for single rotations, it really is. The cutting edge on this thing, I think one of the reasons why I didn't care for it too much was because I've reprofiled it, but it was very like, I don't want to convex, maybe like a chisel grind. It's kind of how it felt to me, but I gave it more of a sloping convex grind now. That's what I'm working on now, and I'm gonna see if it sticks a little better. So far, guys, this thing, we're really sharp. But I've got the, I can feel the wire edge on this side here. I haven't flipped it over yet. So that's what we'll do in a second. And I'll kind of sharpen it with you guys and show you how I do my edges. Now we do have the Cold Steel Viking hand axe, which is one of my favorite axes that Cold Steel makes. Like I said, it's my wife's favorite axe. I've got the handle over there soaking in Danish oil. Oddly enough, I pulled it. If you guys know, over there on my axe throwing target setup, I've got 3 or 4 Cold Steel Viking hand axes that I've just kind of stuck into the targets and used as decoration. I'll leave them out here all year. They just sit out here all year. And I come out here every once in a while and I'll fix them up. Why is this thing flashing red saying this mic is about to die? That's weird. This mic hasn't been charging. Last time we did a live, this thing died too. Hang on guys, let me switch out mics. I don't know why, but this mic is not wanting to charge. That's odd. Very odd. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. We're gonna switch out mics here. This one hasn't been charging for me. And I don't know if it's the contacts in this case. I'll have to look at it later. Let me know if you guys can hear me still. I just switched out mics. I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on with that mic. Let me know if you can hear me just fine. It says it's connected. So, I don't know. I'll look at the chat in a second. Let me go put this back. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It's not wanting to charge on me. That's a problem for another day. It's always something on lives, man. Always something. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, were you throwing axe near Dave? Yep, loud and clear. Okay. All right, so you guys can hear me. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Don't know. But the hand Viking axe, or the Viking hand axe, I should say, is my wife's favorite. I found them to be great beater axes. Sounds good. Okay, all right. Thanks, Mash. I found them to be really good. As you can see here, I reprofiled this one. Now it's nasty, it's dirty. That's okay. I like these to be just whatever axes. Just it's got rust on it. I don't care. But I did reprofile the cheek and bit design. Let me show it to you guys. You guys can see that there. Look how freaking nasty that is. Good gracious. That was what I was working on before I started my live. That's going to stick really nice. It really is. So let's go grab the handle because I've got it sitting over here in Danish oil. It's probably been long enough. This is the handle that's been sitting outside for I don't know how long now, guys. It's been sitting outside for a while and I've been soaking it. Let's get the Danish oil off. And I love Danish oil. You guys want just a regular old traditional axe and you want it to look good, what you can do, sand your handle down, put some Danish oil on it, let it dry, and then take a pocket knife and just kind of scrape it a little bit. Scrape it a little bit, not the whole thing, just in certain areas. Throw you another coat of Danish oil over it and you'll get a weird pattern. Some people like it, some people don't like that, but if you're looking for something a little beaten, abused, worn, but it could be a brand new handle, try that technique. I've done it before and it seems to work just fine. So here we are. And this is the handle that's been sitting outside for a while. Reason why I'm showing you guys this is because Cold Steel may not have the best fitment, but their Tomahawk handles, sorry guys, their Tomahawk handles are really good. They take some daggone abuse. And you can leave them outside, oil them back up, and they will still hold their rigidity, at least in my opinion. And you can still throw them and beat them all the heck. And this is exactly what I like doing with my Viking hand axes from Cold Steel, which is just throwing some Danish oil on them, making them look nasty, beat up, abused, used, you know. Axe head got a little rust on it. That's okay. But we worked that cutting edge in that in those cheeks, and we get something really sharp. And I'm not going to push it down anymore. But anyway, this thing right here would be great now for axe throwing. I think if I gave this to my wife now, I don't think she'd have very much bounce out with the cutting edge hitting the target and coming out. I don't think she'd probably experience much of that at all. So if you do have a Cold Steel Viking hand axe and it's not your favorite, and you notice that you were getting, maybe you were using it for chopping, it wasn't chopping the greatest, or you were using it for axe throwing and yours was kind of bouncing back out too, work that cutting edge in those cheeks. That's what I'm going to tell you. Got the dirt off my hand. Work it. Get it really, really nice. This is a very nice, very thin convex cutting edge. It really is. And this thing will stick nicely into the target. I can tell you that right now just by looking at it. And I'm going to give it to my wife. Maybe I'll put her on camera. We'll film her throwing it. I won't throw it. I'll let her throw it and see how she does, because that's one thing she does complain about with this. How come it doesn't stick every time I throw it when I hit the cutting edge? It's the cheeks and the bit. So we've done it, redone it. I'm going to give her this and let her throw it and see how she likes it. But here we are. Here we are. And I love these. Nice, big old cutting edge here. I do like that. Handles are really nice. I didn't thin this down at all. They're a little thin, but you can deal with them. Teardropped. You do have a teardrop shaped handle, which means that it's thin here, and then it kind of widens out as it goes around. So it's, you know, teardrop. But, you know, those are good for indexing cutting edge throwing into the target as well. So those set screws in the back, take those out. I don't know who's telling, I saw some guy saying something about tighten that set screw into the handle. It does nothing. It will ruin your handle. take it out. There's no point in using that at all. I don't care what anybody says. Take this set screw out of the back of these axe heads. It does nothing. And I actually showed you guys, I think, was it with the Trail Hawk? If you guys remember, I left the set screw in it and threw it to prove my point. And it did exactly what I said it was going to do. It eats your handle up. Take it out. Does no good. You can fit this handle with this axe head without that set screw. It's just going to dig into the wood. It's going to cause a stress point for the wood to break and to fracture. Get it out of there. Don't use it. You don't need it. Here we are. There's that. Love it. We'll set that one down to the side. I feel like this mic, hang on guys, I feel like the mic is on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see now. How's it sound now? It was on noise canceling. It might sound a little bit better now. Last time we did a live, Tiffany be hitting buttons and she don't even know what she's hitting. She'll be touching stuff. The noise canceling is on. If the cicadas are driving you guys wild, let me know. I'll put the noise canceling back on. So, all right. Let's see here. What else do we want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? Yes, you were coming through. Hey guys, made it this time. What's up, Dan the man? What's up, dude? Greetings from the, is that Erie Coast? Erie Coast? Erie Coast? I don't know where that's at. Please tell me. I'm not a geographic. Oh my God, I'm in Mad Chat. Hey, Mata. I have 2 of the Cold Steel Viking hand axes. Oh, okay, James. Cool, cool. Skull, Mike. I'm on my phone and the back button is right next to the send button. I missed the start because I had to get my truck back from the shop. What did I miss? We're just talking about Cold Steel axes, the ones that they offer, the ones that I've done reviews on. And I had said before that some people that had experience with Cold Steel in the past said they didn't care for the new ones. They say they're not as good. I don't know. So if you guys have any experience with the old ones, please tell us. Let everybody know in the comment section if you've got experience with Cold Steel. Now let's get into 2 of my favorite Cold Steel axes. Tomahawks, I should say. You guys probably already know what they are. First is the Norse Hawk, Cold Steel Norse Hawk. And if I remember correctly, the Trail Hawk and the Norse Hawk do not have their set screws in the back like the Viking hand axe does. They have them on the side. And I just remembered that's what I tested, was the Trail Hawk with the screw in the side. And you guys remember, it just ate that handle up. Put a channel in it. But here's the Norse Hawk. It is a great flyer. Teardrop shaped handle, of course. Fitment on this one is pretty decent. It's kind of splaying itself over, but this one actually has pretty good fitment. The cutting edge on this is really nice. I like how the cutting edge extends really far away from the handle. It's not really close. It's pushing itself out, so you can get a little bit of an under rotation, still get it to stick, which is nice. And you can get a full cutting edge strike because it sticks out so far. I have no issues at all throwing this thing for triple and quadruple rotations. As I showed you guys in my review, I mean, this thing rotates around. Look at that. I mean, it's just nasty. It's just the head is designed in a way that makes it a really good flyer. It really does. And if I remember correctly, I think this is a little head heavy. It's not like crazy, but it is a little head heavy. I mean, even if we go up here, guys, it's still going to come down a little bit. So head heavy tomahawk, rotates very nicely in the air with very little wobble. I think anybody could get this and throw it at a triple rotation and it's gonna fly really good for you. That's just my opinion though. But what a great flyer this thing is. Edge retention on this thing was really nice too. I don't know if it looks like I've sharpened it again since the review. I have. It's sharp. It's not crazy sharp, but it's sharp. I could throw it. But cheek and bit design is very thin, which makes it a good axe or tomahawk for axe throwing too. You don't have very thick cheeks at all. So you're gonna get great penetration. I think I was penetrating somewhere right in here, if I had to guess. So it's probably about 1.5 inches to 1 3/4 inches. Throwing it hard, I could probably get 2 inches. I will say though that I did not work the cheeks and bit on this like I probably would have liked. I think I'm gonna have to go back and reprofile this. I bet I could get 2 inches plus out of this if I reprofiled it. It's a little fat right here. This would be good for chopping though. You know, not the best chopper, but the cutting edge and bit design that's on it now would be good for chopping and axe throwing. I want to get an axe throwing. I'll have to come back to this one. I didn't realize that the cheeks were so fat on it. They're not, but for me they are. I could get them better, so we'll have to come back. But it's still a great one. So if you're looking for something for axe throwing that you know is going to rotate in the air cleanly and nicely without very much wobble at all, you can check out the Norse Hawk here from Cold Steel. And I think it's coming in maybe like $30-some, mid to high 30s, made in Taiwan. And it's just a really good tomahawk, not heavy at all. It's fairly light. It is fairly light. You're not going to get a ton of weight. So if you're a little older, your arm's messed up and you don't want to throw something heavy, you could literally get this too and cut it down. I think I cut mine down to, this looks like 16 inches, if I had to guess. Looks like 16 to me, but you could even cut it down to 14. Take 2 inches off, it'd probably throw even better for you. So there's that one. Love this one. Might have to turn the light on soon. Looks like it's getting a little dark out here. Let's go ahead and turn it on now, so I can have every bug in town come over here and just tear me up. I'm a little irritated about that mic, I'm not gonna lie. That thing's not even a year old. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, let's check out the light and see what it's got to offer here. How's that? Every light known to man's gonna be over, or every bug known to man's gonna be over here. Is that better? Any better? I think it's better. That's a little weird looking, huh? We'll move it closer and tilt them. Maybe like this. Maybe that'd be a little better so it doesn't look like a... It's like I'm getting washed out. Oh well. It is what it is, guys. Let's see. You would have thought I would have done this beforehand to see what it looked like. Not me. I like doing things on the fly. That's what we're gonna do. Next axe that I really enjoy is the Trail Hawk by Cold Steel, the Trail Hawk. This is one of my favorites. It really is. Talk about something that's extremely light. Anybody can throw this. My 11-year-old daughter can throw this, and she really likes it. I cut the handle down to I think like 14 3/4 or 15 inches. It's fairly small, but I think it matches this axe head or this tomahawk head so well that it feels like nothing in your hand, guys. This is just, there's nothing going on with this. I mean, it is a little head heavy, okay? It is a little head heavy, but it's literally nothing. Rotation wise, you can see here, it's not going to rotate as much as the Norse Hawk because we don't have very much weight up there. But I can tell you, you will not get very much wobble with this even at distance. It's just such a great flyer. It really is. I did a little bit of a Danish oil with the Bine Rune that we put in it from Midgard Axe. The fitment on this one is really nice. It's really nice fitment, especially up in here too, down here. Sorry guys. He's coming right over me. It's Coast Guard helicopter. Hey! He's low. What was I saying? The fitment on this is really nice too. That was one thing that I did like about it, is that the handle for this Trail Hawk fit this tomahawk head really well. It's probably one of the best fitting Cold Steel tomahawks I've got. It just worked out really well. It did. Very thin cheek and bit design, as you guys can see, very thin. So you can get a ton of penetration with this. If you guys haven't seen the review, go check it out. I set up Dave, I remember this. I set up Dave like right up against the target and threw right in front of his face. He didn't think I was gonna throw at him, but I did. And you can hear the tomahawk come in and slam probably about this close to his face. He was right here. The tomahawk came in about right here. It was pretty fun video to make. But this thing was great. It still is. It's still a great little tomahawk. You could cut it down. It weighs nothing. You could put it in your car, put it in your truck, utilize it however you want. You know, it's really good. It really is. It's a good tomahawk from Cold Steel. And like I said, probably $30-some as well. And the edge retention on this is really good. I've thrown it since the review, and I sharpened it after the review, and it looks like I've thrown it since then. I mean, it's still really sharp. I mean, it's not the sharpest thing in the world, but I could throw it still. But man, that thing is thin. I mean, we're talking like World Axe Throwing League dedicated throwing axe thin. I could see if you throw this too hard. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, guys, I got a slight kick in it. I can see it. It's very slight. You can see it. See it? It's like this. That's from me. It didn't come to me that way. It's just because it's so thin. That's one of the issues when you start getting into very thin tomahawk or axe heads, when they're very thin, going back to the axe head eye there. If you throw really hard like I do, you can start bending them. It's subtle, but I can bend it back. Pretty sure I can. I don't care. I'm still going to throw it. I like it. I think it's great. I think it's great for axe throwing too. It's just a great little tomahawk. I'm sure probably there's a bunch of you out there that have heard of this one or used it. And I've seen a lot of people talk about how they utilize this more than axe throwing. So I'm glad that there's so many people out there that really like it. And I hope that Cold Steel continues to make it and keep it in their axe lineup, because I think it's worth getting for the money. I really do. You need, especially some of these too, guys, if you're interested in getting into axe throwing, and maybe you are interested in getting into axe throwing, or you know, you're thinking about it, there's nothing wrong with these, getting them for axe throwing if it's something that you're trying to get into and you don't want to spend a lot of money. Cold Steel Tomahawks are great, especially the Norse Hawk and the Trail Hawk. Very thin cheeks, very thin bit profile. You won't have to work on them crazy like the Viking hand axe. You can get these out of the box, sharpen them up and throw them, and they will stick at a single rotation just fine. And they hold their edge fairly well for what they are. So there's that too. A lot of people always ask me, what's the best axe for axe throwing? It depends on your skill level, and it depends on how you throw. Somebody that throws competition may have different axes than what I use. So there is that. I like the Norse Hawk, cheaper too. Yeah, I think it is. I actually need to reprofile my edge to get the chips out. Yeah, Robert, that was one thing that I did notice too, is that some of the Cold Steel ones, they do get some chips in them sometimes if you get them too thin. Like RMJ Tactical, the Winkler Winkler, I keep wanting to say Wilson Combat. The Winkler Combat axe, the Tops knives, those axes I got really thin. I got a very thin cutting edge on them. I'm thinking, if I had to guess, 15, 20 degrees somewhere. I don't know, I'm just guessing. I usually do the same edge on all my axes, but I don't have one of those tools that tell you. Chopping axes, 30 degrees, but those are really thin, and I didn't have any chips, any breakage or anything, but some of those Cold Steel ones, if you get them too thin, they will start chipping on you, especially if you start using them in harder wood. I have the Cold Steel Rifleman's Hawk, and it's heavy, but when it hits and sticks in the target, it's a very nice sound. Yeah, that's one that I haven't got yet that we got to get, is the Rifleman's Hawk. I like the way that the cutting edge kind of swoops forward. It has a very interesting tomahawk head, and I'm really interested in getting it. I've been saying that, I need to get it. So. It throws heavy because it is almost a light axe. Okay. Waving with axes. I like the look of that Trail Hawk. Yeah. I mean, it's good. You're not going to fell a tree down with it, of course, but I think it's good for what it is. If you utilize it, oh, that dove was coming right at me. If you utilize it in the way that it's supposed to be utilized, I think you'll have really good success with it. I do. I see so many people using axes, hatchets, and tomahawks, and giving them bad reviews or giving them bad whatever, and it's unrealistic. I know people are gonna say, well, you throw axes, that's unrealistic. Yeah, I get that. I guess you could say that. I guess I'm no better, huh? But like, you know, taking this and going over here and trying to cut that tree down, I'm like, this thing sucks. I can't cut the tree down with it. Come on. Like, let's be realistic here. I know that I'm not 100% realistic on some of my stuff, but I will say that I've proven that some of these Axes-Hatchets-Tomahawks can take abuse and keep on going if they're made of quality. So, Digital Wheeling, what's up? Welcome, welcome. The Trail Hawk was the first one I bought. It's a decent hawk. Blade is a little small for chopping wood. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I've seen people that do like smaller branches, thinner branches, maybe like a pack hatchet that you would take on a trail with you. If you needed to clear some like newer limbs that maybe have popped up since last deer season when you get in your deer stand, you could use that too. Axethrowing, it's really good. Doing well. Digital Wheeling said, been doing well, been busy today, but good all in all. Yeah, I've been doing really well today too. We've had a really good time filming the pizza cutting axe. I did that yesterday. My arm hurts a little bit. I didn't warm up. I should have warmed up and I didn't. I was just in the mood to throw, and I should have warmed up a little bit better than I did. My arm's feeling it today. I was gonna throw for you guys on this live, and I tried to throw one of those axes a minute ago. It ain't happening. It's not happening. I'm not gonna push it. We will eventually. We'll get to throwing on a live eventually. I just don't know when to do lives during weekdays, or the weekends. I want to do it when the sun's out. I don't want to do it at night. So if you guys could give me an idea when you think a good live would be to throw axes during the day, let me know. I mean, usually everybody's at work between, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, somewhere in there, everybody's at work. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out before the year's over. We'll get to doing it. Also, too, if you guys don't know, we did something very special with Cold Steel this year. Was it this year? No, I'm sorry, last year. It was last year. I had a damn good time with this Cold Steel product. It's not an axe. And it's not a tomahawk either. I was actually surprised by it. If you guys haven't seen it, please go check out my review. Just go into your search bar and type in Midgard axe and then the name of what I'm about to show you. It should come up. You shouldn't have to scroll all the way down. You should be able to just type my name and then what I'm about to show you, and it'll pop up. Which is the Cold Steel Spetsnaz Shovel. I kept mine. Oh my gosh, guys. And I love the way it sounds when it comes out of the case. Cold Steel Spetsnaz Shovel. If you guys remember in my review, the handle broke. That was the only Cold Steel product that I've ever bought, whether it was personally or I did a review on, where the handle broke that fast. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on with that thing, but it broke. And then I came back in and put my own handle on it. And I've been throwing it since, and as you can see there, you can see I've been throwing it. And this one's holding up really well. But man, this thing is awesome. Now, if you might be wondering, if you don't know anything about Cold Steel and you're like, are you really throwing a shovel? Well, let me tell you, the Cold Steel Spetsnaz Shovel, you can throw like an axe because it has a cutting edge from here all the way around. And it sounds so nice when you're checking the edge. It's just really cool, guys. It's an awesome shovel. Now, are you gonna dig in the dirt with it and keep your cutting edge? Probably not. If you hit a rock or something, it's gonna chip. It is. But it's still cool. And you guys can probably see, I literally utilized every single part of this cutting edge on this shovel. Now I'll flip it around and show you guys too. You can see all the wood that's stuck on the back here. And if we measure that, you guys see me use my finger, from here to this crease is exactly an inch. I learned that a long time ago. When I tape measure, I just use my finger. So it looks like we're, what, sinking, what is that, about from here to here, it looks like maybe 1.25 inches. On the sides, about an inch. About an inch to the cutting edge. Over here on this side though, it's about 1.25 inches. And you can see the markings. We got markings here. The markings go all the way around right there. So, probably about 1.25 inches if I had to say, all the way around. So that's really cool. It's just a great flyer, it really is. You have to practice with it, you do. And I think that if you were to take the handle and try to get it as short as you can towards the shovel, it's gonna throw better. The longer it is, the harder it is to throw. But I would get it about this length or shorter. I'm actually thinking about cutting mine down to about right here, so I can put it in my hand about right there and then cut it at the bottom here. And it's just cool. It's just cool. I would keep it in my truck or my car. If you wanted something that had an edge on it that you could do different things with. I did notice that the cheeks on this shovel are very freaking thin, guys. I mean, it's very thin. So you are going to get some chips. You can see right there, I've got one right there. Okay? But it's really easy to sharpen. You can sharpen it up really fast. And it holds its edge pretty well. So there is that. So if you're looking for something different that you can use for axe throwing, go back and check my review out on it. I did a whole review on this thing. It was awesome. I think I had my dad throw it in one of the videos. It's just really cool. And it's not very expensive either. I think it's like 30 bucks. You do pay a little bit more if you want the sheath with it. This is a pretty decent sheath too. I will give Cold Steel credit. I was actually pretty impressed when I got this. How decent it is. I mean, it's not a leather sheath and it doesn't have a center strip of leather and all that, but for the money, it's really not bad. It's not a bad sheath. It goes on nice, it snaps in nice, and it holds in there. It's not really loose either. It holds itself in there very well. Oh, the snap came off. Wonder if that was me or did I not put it on all the way? Oh, I didn't snap it all the way. That was my fault. But it's in there nice, and it holds the shovel in there really nice. You do get a loop up top, really cool. You can't beat it for 30-some dollars, you really can't. And maybe it's just me, and I'm an axe thrower, and I love all this shit. Maybe it's just me. And I'm like, get this, get that, get this. But if it sucked, I'd tell you it sucked. Am I gonna go dig a 4-foot hole with it? Probably not. But if I needed to dig something really quick, I guess I could use it. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Let's check and see what people are saying. Those shovels are so fun to throw. Whenever I go axe throwing at my local venue, they have those available to throw. So much fun. They really are. And I'll tell you something else too. If you want to have a lot of fun, there is a trick with that shovel. There's a trick with it. Let me move my mic a little bit. I feel like the mic's a little far. There's a trick with that shovel. What you can do, take the handle out completely. Take the handle out completely. And grab here. Grab this steel right here and throw it like that. You will throw it better and you'll have more fun throwing it that way. Promise. And you can take it back really far for distance. I don't know if, I'm trying to remember in my, there's a short, I think it wasn't in the video, I think it was a short I made where I threw this in the front yard right in front of my driveway into that target over there. And I forgot how far that is, guys, 60 feet, 50 feet, 60 feet, somewhere in there, throwing it into that target from back there with just using the metal. It's a heck of a lot of fun if you take the handle out and throw it without a handle in it. It rotates better. Get a little wobble with the handle in it for distance, but take that handle out, it stops wobbling real quick. And it works really well. It really does. We knocked the Recon Hawk down. It's all good. I've done other reviews too. I think on some other Cold Steel stuff I've given away. I know they have different products. They have one with the heart. I forgot what that one's called. There's like a heart shape that's cut out in the middle of the tomahawk head. They've got a lot of really, the competition thrower, I haven't got that one. They've even got the one where the pole has bolts in it and you tighten it up and it tightens itself onto the actual axe handle. I've never used that one. It looked a little gimmicky to me. I don't know if it is or isn't. If you guys know anything about that one, let me know. I think it's like I don't remember what it is, but it looks a little gimmicky to me. It does, just saying. So. I have a shovel, Crumpled Tactical, that's a single piece of 4140 steel, and it's the same shape as the Spetsnaz shovel. It's heavier than the Spetsnaz, but hits like a truck. Yeah, man, those things, I tell you what, I get throwing that thing friggin' hard, it will take out some chunks out of my target too. It just smashes, it really does. Is there anything that you guys don't like about Cold Steel? Is there any products out there? I feel like that lighting is really jacked up. Is there any products out there that Cold Steel makes that you don't like? Other than the Recon Hawk, I haven't found any that I just don't like. Most of them are really good. I feel like that's really, hang on guys, I'm gonna adjust this light really quick. I'm gonna adjust the light just a hair. Let me back it up a little bit. I'm gonna flood myself with light. Let's try that. That might be better. I feel like I'm getting, I feel like a deer. I feel like I'm getting spotlighted. I feel like I'm getting spotlighted. I've got nothing but great success with the Spetsnaz, or with the Cold Steel. I really do. I guess it's better than it was, huh? Is it better than it was, the lighting? I'll deal with it. It's okay. I'm about half blind anyway. The other day I realized how old I was getting. My oldest daughter came up to me and she was like, "Dad, look at this," and shoved something in my face. I mean, it really wasn't close. It was probably about like right here. And the first thing I did, I didn't even notice this was happening. The first thing I did was grab her arm and go, "God, get it, I can't see it." And a light bulb went off and I was like, oh no, I'm getting old. I can't, this is blurry, guys. This is blurry. It's not blurry, blurry, not blurry, blurry. Oh no. Oh no. And that literally crept up on me. There was nothing that happened before that. I just noticed it and I was like, oh no. Not good, not good. You know, everybody gets old. But I hated the fact that now I have to keep things away from me. I have to get not so close. I remember when I was younger, I used to do that to my dad. My dad would grab my arm and pull away, and I'd always thought in my head, why is he doing that? It's harder to see that far away. Now I know. Now I know. Isn't that some crap, guys? That's just bad. That's just bad. So. Competition thrower is awesome. I have one of those. I love using it for league throwing. Okay. The competition thrower is the one that looks similar to the axe gang hatchet, right? If I'm correct. It's the same one as that. I thought about getting the one with the bolts, but I got the axe gang one instead. Yeah. I've seen mixed reviews on the one with the bolts. I saw reviews on it and it was like 3.2 stars. Some people were saying it didn't work very well. I don't know. I'll have to get it and check it. We'll see. It just didn't look strong when I really looked at the pictures and videos. Yeah, I agree. The only thing about Cold Steel that annoys me is they're updating a lot of their budget materials to worse materials. So it's just going from 1055 or SK5 to 65. Oh, I didn't see that. As you guys know, when I buy some of this stuff, I don't look at the specs on it till afterward, but I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I like 1055. I think 1055 is good. Good for the money, you know. It holds its edge fairly well, decent, and you know, you can still get it pretty cheap. SK5 is right there along with 1055. I like 1055 more than SK5. That's just my opinion, but SK5 is no slouch. I've never been disappointed with any of my Cold Steel I bought. I've had 3 Cold Steel swords. Ooh, I've never had one of their swords before. Yeah, it looks very similar except it's silver instead of black. Okay, then that is the competition thrower. I think that's the one that somebody was saying that is hung right, and they took the axe gang hatchet and hung it upside down and made it an axe gang hatchet. I don't know. I don't know. Here comes Tiffany and the baby. I think it has a longer head, but I can't recall. We're gonna have to get one. We're gonna have to get a competition thrower and compare it to the axe gang and see if it is actually hung upside down or not. I don't know if it is or isn't, but we're gonna check it and see. I don't know. Hey. Oh, you going to bed, sweet pea? I love you. Love you. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Say night-night, YouTube.
Say night-night, everybody. You guys to say it loud.
Night-night, YouTube.
Night-night, you too. All right, sweet pea. I'll see you in a little bit. Daddy's gonna go probably for another like 20 minutes. Huh? The hand, okay, guys, hang on. My daughter, my 3-year-old Fresh, she wants to do a handshake. We always do a handshake, special thing before she goes to sleep. So hang on 1 second. All right, ready? All right, let's do it. Ready? Knuckles? High five. Handshake. Hugs. Oh, kisses. Mwah. Love you. All right, night, sweet pea. Sorry, guys. I love my family, so sorry. You know, lives and everything, you guys are gonna get the real me, and this is the real me. I love my kids and I love my family, and I don't, even if I'm on a live, I gotta stop. They come first. Okay, so what we'll do is the Recon Hawk. I'm gonna go ahead and finish sharpening it really quick. One thing that I've done recently is I've started utilizing the, oh my gosh. I've just blanked. The Council Tool Arctic puck. I've been using that a lot more recently, and I really like it. It drags a little slower than my King, but it does a really good job, and it gets really sharp. So we're almost there with the Recon Hawk. I'm just gonna flip it over, and we should be good. Maybe I'll take you guys over there real quick and throw it, because I want to. I'm really curious. This because I did thin the cheeks a little bit on it. I'm curious, guys, if that noise is annoying, let me know, and I'll turn the noise canceling on if that whetstone on there is annoying. But I'm curious if it's gonna fly well. Since I reprofiled the cutting edge and the cheeks. It was really the cheeks, really. I shouldn't say the cutting edge. I'm sharpening the cutting edge. I reprofiled the cheeks on it. They're a little fat for me. And that's what I spent most of my time out here doing today. Oh, she's sharp. Oh, she's sharp. And that wire edge on that other side now. Man, that feels good. And that target over there is hard too, so I'm curious. It's gonna be dark as hell over there. Screw it, let's throw it. Let's just throw it. Let's just throw it and find out. Screw it. Because it's gonna drive me nuts, and then after I get off the live, it's gonna bother me all night. And I have to work in the morning, and I'm gonna go to work, and it's gonna bother me at work too. And I'm gonna be like, man, does that thing fly better now? Does it? All right, so let's flip it over. And what I like doing and just to give you guys an idea of what I like doing. So I'll use I've already worked the cutting edge and the cheeks and got them where I want to get, where I like them. So what I'll do is I'll use the 600, I believe the white side on this one is 600 grit. So I'll use it on one side, the wire, you know, falls over, I flip it over and the wire goes to the other side. We play, you know, play this back and forth game. There's two ways I'll do it. I'll either finish it off with my leather strop, which I normally do, or what I'll do is I will get a piece of sandpaper and I'll finish it off with sandpaper and then hit it with my leather strop. I've noticed that finishing it off with sandpaper will get it a little sharper. Back and forth. You don't have to. I've gotten these things shaving sharp without sandpaper. But I've noticed that with sandpaper lately. It's just, maybe it's personal preference or it's just me. I've been getting a sharper edge that holds a little better when I use sandpaper and I go over it with the same grit. So I'll get a 600 grit piece of sandpaper and just kind of just slightly, you know, skid it over the cutting edge. Be careful. And it seems to get it a little sharper, leather strop it, and then my edge bends itself back with the leather strop and then it holds its edge very well. So I think we're good here. Let me get a piece of sandpaper. I'm gonna do the sandpaper trick that I've been doing, and we're gonna run it along that edge there. Like I said, you don't have to do this, but I like doing it. So let me get where's my 600? Right there. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of take it. You can do it two ways. I don't like doing this. What I'll do is I put this corner piece on there. I put my thumb on it and then just kind of scratch it ever so slightly. I'm not doing it hard. I'm doing it at the same angle I use my whetstone. This is what I like doing. Is it the best technique? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what other techniques. I mean, I do know there's other techniques out there, but I'm just telling you guys from throwing for so long, these bits hitting the ground when they bounce off the target, because I'm not, you know, 100% accurate every time, beating the hell out of these cutting edges. This seems to work really well. I know people use sandpaper. I've seen other guys use sandpaper before. I believe there's a guy from Council Tool. I think his name is like Rooster. He's got a video on how he gets his like razor sharp with sandpaper. I think he just uses sandpaper, honestly. I don't even think he uses a whetstone, if I remember correctly. I watched it a long time ago. Oh my gosh, that thing is sharp now. Okay, so we'll throw it back over and we'll work this side really quick. And I'm just kind of polishing the cheeks too as I go. Just a little bit. I'm trying to hurry so that scratching noise isn't in the mic. Sorry. Good gracious. Here, I'll put the mic down. That's like pulling my skin off. Yeah, let's try the other hand instead. Yeah, it's plenty sharp. That's sharp enough. All right, so then I'll just kind of throw it over one time, back on the other edge, and we'll get a few strops with the leather strop here. Kind of going in the same direction that I was using my whetstone in and that sandpaper in. You don't want to go too far over. You just want to kind of hit that edge You don't have to do it incredibly long either. I normally don't. I give it a few passes, then we'll flip it over. There's a bunch of different ways you can do this, guys. I'm not saying this is the best way either, so don't take this as like, you know, gospel or whatever. What's the word? Not gospel, but you know what I'm trying to say. And we'll just kind of hit it over in the same direction. I've already got stuff on there. And then we'll take this, kind of wipe it off there. And then we'll see how sharp it is. I'm really curious if this is going to stick better. I don't think, you know, that's not going to change my opinion on it, on how it flies. Just being honest with you guys, it's not. But if the cutting edge and the cheek design was a little bit better, it'd be a little bit more fun to throw. And that's one thing that people were saying when they were coming over. Most people that come over and throw with me, where's my son at? Actually, Gabe, are you out here? What? Is that, no, that's Landon. Hey, Landon. Oh, Gabe. Is that Gabe? Yeah. There's too many kids around here. You want to throw? This axe. You got shoes on? Yeah. You guys will see my youngest son throw. He's of age, so calm down, YouTube. He's old enough to throw. He's not a child. All right, we'll get Gabe. I'll throw it, and then Gabe can throw it. I'm live right now, just so you know. Okay, all right, you want to throw it and find out? Let's just see if it sticks. Yeah, she's sharp. All right, let me read the comments really quick. And then if you guys don't care, we'll throw a little bit on here. Why not? I'm not going to throw a ton, guys. I'll tell you that right now. My arm hurts, but I'll do my best. So, scripture. Yeah, there we are. Dave's beard just moved, and I'm legitimately baffled by that. Okay, Fortune, my youngest son is on the other side of this camera. I've done videos on this. My brother will tell you. Apparently, do you guys remember on the last live, when me and Tiffany, my wife, we went up against each other and did that axe throwing competition in the living room? My brother said that he caught something in the hallway on that live. You guys know I've done videos on how we think our house is haunted. And he took a screenshot of the video where there was something moving around in the hallway right there at the entrance. If you're interested, you guys can go back into my playlist. I've got 2 videos that I made on the haunting of my house. Everything's legit. My youngest son is behind the camera. Tell them the story about the time that, was it that you walked in? I think I've told you guys this before, but it was you that it happened to when you walked into the kitchen. You heard something in the door, and the pantry door opened on its own.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it happened last night too.
But you remember that?
Yeah.
When he was walking into the kitchen. We have cameras all over our house, inside and out, for reasons, guys. I'm on social media. And in the video, you see my son right here, my youngest son. He's walking. He hears something. He gets up off the couch. He starts to make his way into the kitchen. The camera's facing him walking into the kitchen. You can see the wall, and he walks in, and he's kind of like looking like this, and all of a sudden you see the pantry door just open on its own. And he comes around the corner and he looks. I showed him the video. He didn't see it because of where he was at, but he heard it. But my brother said he caught something in the hallway on our live. I don't remember what the time stamp is. He's probably in the live right now. He can probably tell you. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised any. It doesn't surprise me at all. There's some crazy stuff going on around here. Probably because of him and all his damn axe rituals. Anyway, anyway, I'm curious. I thought that was Dave. Yeah, this is Dave. Everyone's here tonight. How are you, Origin? I don't have a leather strap like that. I just have one for straight razors. Is the one you have better? Yeah, this one's pretty decent. I got this one at, it's a Boots, B-U-T-Z, Boots. Yeah, I got it from Woodcraft. If you guys go to Woodcraft, I have one local to me. It's in Norfolk, but it's a Woodcraft. It's a woodworking store, and I got this one. It's been great. I've had this thing for like 3 years. It's great. I've got polishing compound on it. It works really well for axes. It really does. It's been great. It's got it's got a flat side right here, and then if you flip it over, you even have like a 45-degree right here on this side. See how it kind of 45s right here on this edge? So pretty good. It's pretty good. Then when I shit myself when I figured out it was pigeons. What was the timestamp when you saw Dave's beard move? Yeah, Fortune, tell everybody when the timestamp was when you saw Dave move. I can't prove it, but I've seen him move before out of the corner of my eye. I'm not kidding. I have. I'm on to you. I'm on to him. I'm on to him. All right, so we're gonna move the camera. If you guys are cool with this, I don't know if everybody's cool with it. We'll go for another like 20 minutes and then we'll end it. We'll move the camera over there and we'll get the lights set up and we'll throw. Hell, let's do it. You want to throw? My youngest son said yes, he wants to throw. Okay, you want to take the axe? There you are, sir. And we'll take it over there. Let's get it going. Let's move it. Let's move everything. Sorry I'm doing this live, guys, but we're gonna have a lot of fun here regardless. It's gonna be fun. So if you're watching out there, I apologize. We had no intentions on throwing tonight, but why the hell not? So let's do it. All right, so let's move the camera. All right, so can you grab the light?
I was outside. I was inside.
Do you want to throw too? My wife, Tiffany, just came out. You want to throw too? We're doing it on the live. Okay.
I am.
All right. Yeah, okay. She's feeling good right now, guys. She can't throw.
I drew an axe right now.
Okay. All right. Well, can you do me a favor? Can you move? We got to move this light over there or we're not going to be able to see anything. What do you got, an axe in your hand? Here, give me the axe. Look at that. You handed it to me properly. I'm impressed. Well, it's because you said you were...
I was about to say that was...
No, not that you don't know how to. I'm just saying, like, you said you couldn't throw right now.
Actually, the whole reason I came out here is because I was laying in bed. I couldn't try to sleep. And I had your live pulled up.
Grab that
this,
too. Uh-huh.
And I saw someone's comment say, "Hello, Gabe. Something about your dad's been talking mad shit about you." And it made me laugh. And then I was like, is Gabe outside? Are you talking to him? Or is
We're moving.
it a comment?
Look at her.
I'm not a person.
I tell you what, we have a lot of fun here on this channel. Because that's the point of doing YouTube, right? Is to have fun, and that's the whole point. But look at all the bugs following her. Good gracious. All right, put it back there, babe. Yeah. All right. Here we are. My neighbors don't care. My neighbors really like me, so. Are you leaving?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate your time and effort. All right. Sorry. You guys are gonna have to deal with the, probably about right here. Probably about right here. Be careful. That is all steel, and I will tell you that Recon Hawk will bounce back. If I remember correctly, I think the Recon Hawk is what gave me that. Pretty sure it was this one. So be careful with it. That thing is a nightmare. It'll bounce like crazy. All right, so we should be about like right here somewhere, I'm thinking. With that new handle, it should be somewhere right here. So if you want to just line up, he throws pretty hard.
Do you have it?
It's sitting over there on my clamp, on the very top of my clamp. All right, So let's see here. This isn't the best view, guys, but I'm trying here. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. That should give you an idea. This is kind of how we have it set up anyway whenever we're doing my reviews, I think. Here. So, all right. Let me go grab the rest of the stuff and we'll get throwing. If you want to just hang out on the side right there, and I'm going to go grab everything, and we're going to see how that bit and that cutting edge works. I'm curious. I got to move the camera or the laptop over here so I can see your guys' comments. This is a whole thing. I don't know what that was. Something just fell. All right, let me gotta move the laptop over here so I can see your guys' comments. I really hope that that axe does not come back over here at this and hit the laptop. That would suck. Okay. Huh? Nah, that thing, that handles, I think it's like 14.5 inches, 14 3/4. You should be right there where you're at. I'm just grabbing everything, guys. Sorry, we're trying to hurry. I know you guys are waiting, but it'll be a lot of fun. We like having a little fun here on this channel. And why the hell not? This is what we do. Weeknights out here, this is what we do. Just throw, axe throw. So. Hey, you want to do some axe throwing on YouTube Live? No, you're good? Okay. We got people over here now. Huh?
It says like 9 o'clock.
Is it 9 o'clock? Nah, it's 8:19. Those people next door don't care. They said they don't care if I throw axes. I can throw axes as late as I want. Okay.
Who is it?
Who? Inside? Shannon. All right, Gabe. Let's show everybody your axe throwing skills. All right, nobody's warmed up, so don't judge us too hardcore, okay? Nobody's warmed up. Nobody thought we were going to do this. You should be about right here, man. You should be about right here. Just don't try to.
Back the stuff up a little bit.
You think we should back it up? Yeah. Let me see that thing. Nah, you should be about right here. Yeah, should be about right here. I can't see shit. You should be about right here. Just don't take that long step. You take a really long step.
Well, that's why I said I should back up some.
Just don't take a big as a step as you do. Just try it one time. Just try it once. You guys can see it's my youngest son, Gabe. He's a Jotnar or Juten. You over-rotated it.
I told you. I told you to back up.
No, you over-rotated it. If we would have backed up even more, you would have got a knob strike. I'm telling you, get just right there. Right there. You should be good. Yeah, you're over-rotating it. Which means that you're standing too far away. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Throw it like you, just stand where you normally do and just take your normal step now. Just take your normal step. Yeah, you're over-rotating it a little bit. Look at that. We got the head to stick. If you want to just take your normal step like you normally do. Just throw it like you normally do.
That's what happens.
What were you doing before?
Well, I was like taking time to step.
Try again. Yeah, you're over-rotating it. Meaning that when the axe is coming in, it's going like this. If you get it closer, it's gonna hit. You understand what I'm saying? You wanna speed it up a little bit? Throw normal. Don't take your baby step, just throw normal. There you go. Good throw. Honest opinion, what do you like that or no? Yeah. You like that? You want to throw it again? See what I'm saying about that freaking Recon Hawk? All the way back here. You got to be careful with this thing, man. This thing will bounce its tail off.
You think this will go in?
Huh?
You think this will go in that?
It should.
I know it goes in that one.
Huh?
But I know it goes in that one.
Hey, my son, look at it. You can try it, throw it, show it to him. So my son, we went to Home Depot the other day and he got this thing and he asked me to sharpen it for him. So I sharpened it for him. It doesn't hold its edge very well, but he's made like a boomerang thing. If you want to throw it, throw it. He's been throwing it for a while. I don't know where to tell you to stand at. You've been throwing it, I haven't. You can hear that thing.
It's gonna stick in that one.
Which one? It'll stick in that one. The one you just threw at.
That one?
The big one. Throw it again. I'm telling you, it'll stick in that one. It'll stick in that one. I think you're just, it's just hitting wrong.
Back up,
Or step forward. Oh, there it goes. That's pretty good. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm getting pretty good penetration out of it. I mean, I'm getting toe strikes. I tell you guys, I have an over rotation, a natural over rotation. It wants to over rotate on me. God, this wood came all over here. Oh. It's like I said, it's not bad for a single rotation. In the same way each time. That toe's really driving in there. I like that. Trying to see the penetration to about here. Ooh, that's hot. That's warm. It looks like it's sinking about an inch. I'm not throwing too hard. Yeah. All right. Let me put some heat on it real quick. Arm hurts. Yeah. Oh yeah, we sunk good on that one. God. All right, so we got, that was about an inch and a half to maybe a little over an inch and a half on that one. That was a little over an inch and a half, so.
Did you see that?
What?
The spider swinging from the tree.
I didn't see him. Did I cut him?
No, he like fell off.
Oh. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. It's just, it's when you start getting back for distance is the issue. Oh! See, guys, I miss. Bit went into the ground. Nothing. Bit went in and came out. I think I'm a little bit too far away. Let me step up a little bit.
The lamp is smoking.
Huh?
The lamp's smoking.
It's smoking?
Yeah, look. It's smoking.
Oh, that's not smoke, bud.
No, I see this dust.
It's dust from the target.
No, I know. But look, if you come on this side, you can see it smoke.
I can't see anything now. Those lights freaking blinded me now. Well, those things get hot. Oh, now I can't throw. All right. Ugh. That one sunk pretty good. That one sunk all the way to here. Sunk to there. Is that about 1.75 inches? 1.75 inches on that one. Getting the toe to stick. So that was not bad. I wish your mom would come out here and throw that Viking axe. I just resharpened it for her. I'm not gonna throw that one. I'm gonna let her throw that first. That's her favorite axe. I'm gonna let her throw it first and see how she likes it. The cutting edge on that. But I don't know. I don't like this one. I don't know what it is. Every time I throw it, I go, ugh. Ugh. I hate that thing. Even at a single rotation. I don't know. I don't like it, guys. I don't like the Recon Hawk. And you know how, like, when you get in your head that you don't like something and you try to make yourself use it? Watch this. It's like it penetrates sometimes, and then other times it doesn't. It wants to go in, and then other times it literally just bounces off the target. It's not consistent. That's what I'll say. The cheek design makes it kind of inconsistent. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I don't actually. I'm just speculating here. It could be the cheek design. It could be the cutting edge. Could be both in conjunction with one another. It's just not the best for penetration. I don't know. The first time you guys ever see me throw live, I'm throwing an axe that I can't stand. I don't like it. I don't like it. Even at a single rotation, I don't care for it. What do you guys think? I don't know. Let's see what you guys say. I like the thicker handle versus what's on the pontoon now. Mars, if you were in here claiming you bought the pontoon for anything but fun, I would tell you that you should be somewhere coloring. LOL, mine are for fun too, man. Hey, Wes. Oh, hey, Bella. I'm not a fan of round profile handles personally, even though the weight tells you how to align the throw. I still like the oval or flatter sides. I do too. I like oval. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of square, and that's exactly what I got here with the Recon Hawk. It's literally a square. It's just, it's a square handle. That's what I got. And it just, I don't know what it is about square handles. I'm just not a huge fan, even though a lot of people like them, and I know why they like them. It orientates the cutting edge better for you. I think it's probably better for someone who throws a little slower. But when I start throwing really hard, it doesn't feel right in the hand for me. And then I'll start getting, even at a single rotation, as you guys saw, I'll start getting things where it just hits weird. So I'm just not a big fan. I'd rather have an oval shaped handle. I think that's the best for me. So, is Gabe doing the live with you? Yes, he is. Wes, what is your favorite cold steel to throw? It's a tie right now. It's a tie between the Norse Hawk and the Trail Hawk. I could find other ones that I like better or that are just as good as those. But as of right now, the Norse Hawk and the Trail Hawk are both really good. Let me go grab them, and I'll throw those real quick. I'm not gonna throw much, guys. My arm, I filmed the pizza cutting axe yesterday, and my arm is just done. It really is. It's literally done. But I'll throw that one a little bit more since you guys are here. What do you want to do? You want to throw that while I go get those?
Sure.
All right, be careful you don't hit that. I don't want my laptop to fall. You're standing really close to it. He's got them size 14 shoes. You're gonna shove them right up. All right, I'm gonna go get those. Throw really quick, and then don't throw when I go. Huh?
This or that.
Whatever you want to throw. What do you want to throw? You want to throw this, or you want to throw this, or you want to throw your thing? Okay, go ahead. Don't throw when I go back there, though. I got to go grab those 2 axes. So go ahead and throw now. See if you can stick it. Yeah, there you go, Gabe. Good throw. Good throw. All right, guys, I'm going to go grab. All right, don't throw. I'm going to go back there and get the Norse Hawk and the Trail Hawk real quick. And see. It's really hard. I like both. I like both of them. The Norse Hawk is a little, or the Trail Hawk's a little smaller. It's a little smaller lengthwise, as you can see there. Let me just do this. It's a little small. The handle's a lot smaller. I wanted to do that because it just feels a little bit, sorry, I know that was probably loud. It feels a little bit more nimble. But the cool thing, let me see if I can throw it slow. With the Trail Hawk here. Hang on. And see if, a little bit slower. You don't have to throw that thing hard at all. And that's what I like about the Trail Hawk, is that it's so thin. Like I was saying before, it's almost like a World Axe Throwing League axe, theoretically, because it's so small. The cutting edge is so thin, I should say, and the cheeks are so thin, you do not have to throw this thing hard, which is why I put such a small handle on it, because like anybody can throw this. You don't have to throw it hard. You can literally just like toss it in there, and it's not, you guys can see it, it's not like daintily going in there like that Recon Hawk was. Even throwing it light, it wants to just stick really nice. So that's what I like about it. It's just, it has a really good sticking profile. It really does. And, when I think about tomahawks, like Native American tomahawks, that's what I think about when I see this. That's what I would think. Something thin that you can cut with and you could throw if you needed to. That's the way this one comes across. And it feels really good out of the hand too. You don't have to put a lot of smoke on it. To get it to, guys, we're penetrating right there. We're literally almost penetrating 2 inches. We're penetrating almost 2 inches. I was penetrating all the way up to where this, the color changes here, which is, that's more like 1.5 inches. Maybe 1 3/4 inches at max, and I'm not throwing hard at all. So it's really easy to throw. That's what I like about that one. Yeah, we sunk all the way to that line, that black line. So you can imagine when you're throwing it really hard. If you guys want to see, you can go back into my video and my review of this when I was throwing it really hard. And I think I was sinking all the way back to right here. So, inch, about 2, maybe a little over 2 inches with it. So, not bad at all, guys. It works out really well for axe throwing. And what was that? No, something just, maybe it was a bug. I don't know, it looked like a rabbit ran across there. But good for Axethrowing. The Norse Hawk is going to be a little longer just because I made it that way. I think it felt better longer, and it's not going to penetrate as deep, but it still has a good cheek and bit design to sink in. I didn't throw it hard at all, and I mean, we sunk with that throw about 1.25 inches with that throw, and I didn't even throw it that hard. I'm trying to get on that meaty part of the target so I can, there we are. All right, so we sunk here. We sunk right there. Right there. Oh, you guys are over here, sorry. Little over 1 inch. Maybe 1 1/8 inches. So. That was a little bit more. I hate that fucking Recon Hawk. I hate that hawk. Oh, we're getting a good idea. Okay, so it's right. You guys can see that. It's right, it's sinking about right there. So, put it on there. About 1.5 inches, give or take, you know, about 1.5 inches. So, we'll give it a good throw. All right, get back up. I can't see shit. I'm gonna throw it really hard. All right, and then I'm done, I think. I like how that steel sounds too. It just sounds really cool. All right. Yeah. Oh, that one sunk. That one sunk. That was about 1.75 inches. That was about 1.75 inches. That one. Now I want to throw. My arm's like, screw you, Wes. Okay, that one. All right, that's the deepest one we got. That's the deepest one we got. We're trying to keep it right here. We sunk. That's how far we sunk with that throw. Right here. So 2 inches, give or take. And so I thought I saw somebody walk up. About 2 inches with this one. So, pretty decent. Pretty decent. So, I like both of those. As you can see how much better I threw those compared to the Recon Hawk. I hate that Recon Hawk. I don't know what it is about that Recon Hawk. It is just horrible. For me, it's horrible. I can't throw it. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm just not. That's really the only axe I think I've ever done a review on in the entire 3+ years I've been on YouTube that I can literally say that I don't like and I don't even want to throw it, is the Recon Hawk. I can throw every axe I've ever done a review on, even the competition thrower from the World Axethrowing League. You guys see my axe head chain of shame over here. You can see right here the competition thrower from the World Axethrowing League is hanging up here, along with the CRKT Freyr. Chain of shame. And we have the Walther tomahawk up here too. But even that one, guys, I hated that one, and I could still throw that one way better than that Recon Hawk. I don't know what it is about that thing. It just, Maybe it's psychological. That could be it too. Who knows? Be careful putting your hand on that. Also have the Cold Steel Dane axe. That thing is a beast. It's two-handed, not a thrower. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that one. I have both the battle axe and the Dane axe. I'm an Axeholic. Me too. Me too. I got to get that Dane axe. I've seen that, the really long one. Don't they make like an all steel one too? Like the actual handle steel too? If I remember correctly, I think I remember seeing Cold Steel made something with like an all steel handle with the axe head. It wasn't a wood handle. I could be wrong. Cold Steel makes some burly stuff. I have a machete that I've legitimately been trying to break for 4 years and can't break the thing seriously. The Tanto machete, bought it for $22 in 2019. Don't listen to him. Recon Hawk, I still think you're pretty. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that Recon Hawk. I love Cold Steel stuff. I do. I do. I like Cold Steel. Just like I like CRKT. But I don't know what it is about the Freyr axe from CRKT. Don't like it. Recon Hawk from Cold Steel, don't like it. But that doesn't mean I don't like the companies or I don't think they make good stuff. You guys have seen reviews of those companies with other axes, hatchets, and tomahawks, and I've liked almost all their other stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that CRKT makes that I said I didn't like. I didn't. It was just a Freyr axe. That thing is horrible. Oh, and speaking of this, remember how I told you guys in the last live on the CRKT axe I wanted to get the Oder, the ODR, the Oder axe? I had no idea. They discontinued that one too. I guess it's been discontinued for a while, but people still have stock of it. I don't know what's going on with CRKT. The Oder's gone and the Nobo's gone, but I don't think they've introduced anything other than the Provoke. So I'm interested if they plan on bringing some new stuff in from maybe some new designers, or the same designers are going to bring maybe a new design in. CRKT and Cold Steel kind of compete with one another with their axes, hatchets, and tomahawks. They all make pretty good stuff for the money. Cold Steel tends to be a little cheaper, I think, than CRKT does. As far as comparing the two, some are very even, some are better than others. It just depends on the axe. I don't know if one's better than the other. If someone would say, would you rather take a CRKT or a Cold Steel? Which one would you rather have? I don't know, because the Nobo's really good. The Nobo reminds me of the Trailhawk, but it's heavier, which means it's going to smash a little harder. But then you have the Norse Hawk. I think I'd probably take that. I'd probably take the Norse Hawk over the Woods Chogan. But if I was going and doing something more than axe throwing, I might take the Woods Chogan over the Norse Hawk because it has a pole, hammer pole in the back. I don't know. There's just so many options, guys. But you know, they're pretty evenly matched, I think, depending on the steel and all that, from what I've done. But you know, Recon and the Freyr can both get together and ride off into the sunset, and I'd be totally happy with that. Wouldn't lose any sleep over those two taking a big poop in the bed. So did you want to throw the Recon Hawk again or anything? You're good? Okay. All right. So, all right. My arm's done, guys. Please come back this weekend. Come back this weekend because we're going to do the pizza cutting axe. Why are you getting so close? If you touch that laptop's going to fall. It's literally going to fall. It's barely sitting on that tripod. Come back this weekend when we do the pizza cutting axe. That should be a lot of fun. And I think you guys will get a kick out of that video. I think you will. I did exactly what I'm doing right here with the pizza cutting axe, where I was talking to the camera and throwing at the same time. So it should be a lot of fun. I've never thrown anything like that before. That is a very first for me, throwing something that weird. It was weird. And it gave me a little love bite. Gave me a little love tap right here. So, it was just odd. You'll see it. It'll make more sense when you see the video this weekend, but it was just humongous cutting edge with this very small handle, and I'm trying to throw it up and catch. Didn't work out. Didn't work out. We got to practice with that. That's a little bit much. So, yeah, we'll have to do another throw-in video. Sorry, guys, I didn't plan on throwing tonight. My arm is toast. And now my elbow's hurting. Probably shouldn't have thrown. I probably should just let my son throw tonight. Showed you the Recon Hawk. KT also discontinued the Woods Kangi. Did they really? I didn't know they discontinued the Kangi, the Woods Kangi. I remember that one. That's the one that is the friction fit with the wood handle that's got the spike on the back. I've been wanting to get that. So what are they doing? We're going to have to send them an email, guys. We'll do a live and ask them to join us and tell us what's going on. Good pizza takes sacrifice. Suck it up, Buttercup. So saith the Italian. Yes, where is the Doom music? Yeah, I know, right? I wish I could put music on. I'd probably stay out here a little longer and throw if I could put music on. They'll demonetize me and strike me every which way from Sunday. I got to put on royalty-free music, and I don't have any on hand. So, let's see. Let me go back up a little bit on the thing here. Yeah, Forgin, that's a very good comment. He said every company has its flaming pile of crap. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. And I think sometimes it really depends on the person and what they're utilizing the axe, hatchet, or tomahawk for, whether or not it's a good axe or it's not. It's all speculative. Sometimes it's outside of speculation. Sometimes it's like, hey, look, the spike shouldn't have broke into the target when I threw it. Like, come on. But then it becomes like user preference or personal opinion, and that's when people want to argue a lot. Like, oh, I have that thing and it doesn't work for me. It doesn't cut well. And I'm like, well, are your cheeks, cutting edge could be different on mine than it is yours. That's when things just start getting to be like personal opinion. And I always say I never argue with anybody about personal opinion, because that's just how you perceive the axe. Just like the Recon Hawk. There's cutting edge and all that on the Recon Hawk. It's made of decent quality. I didn't have anything break on it that I remember in my review. It's made pretty decent. It's just I didn't like it. But other people do, and I say, great, use it. But like the Volfetter, when the spike broke off, or the CRKT, what's that small one that we did, the War Fighter? I really wanted that one to succeed. I really did. The spike broke off within the first like 7 throws, but I still threw it and finished the review. That stuff like that shouldn't be happening. And then you guys remember the handle broke in half. So, that's outside of speculation at that point. That's outside of personal opinion. The damn thing didn't even make it through 10 throws before the steel broke off into the target. So, that's when I'm like, And I think I've seen not many people are buying that Warfighter. It's got kind of bad reviews, and sorry guys, the Navy jets are flying, and not a lot of people are buying it. It doesn't look like, so we'll see. Yeah, I see. But anyway. All right, guys. I think we're gonna. Wes, I know fantasy blades are lame, but if you could, one fantasy axe or a movie axe, what are you picking, even as a wall hanger? I don't know too much about movies. I watched the John Wick movies, the last one, where he was using what looked like tactical tomahawks. Those look really cool. If I was using it, depending on what I was using it for, but like a fantasy axe, I'd probably take that like Leviathan axe that the guy from God of War uses. That's a pretty cool axe. And I kind of designed one. We're waiting for my dad to finish it. That one's really cool. I think that'd be a lot of fun to wield, to throw. Fantasy-wise, I think that's probably what I would use. Or some type of like Warhammer axe. Something that's got a really large cutting edge on it, but swoops in really close to the axe handle that limits the weight, but gives you a nice long cutting edge with a giant war hammer on the back. That'd be fun. I think something like that would be fun. Woods Kangi was my first tomahawk. I got it as a birthday gift. I freaking love it. I didn't know they discontinued it. I'm gonna have to buy it really quick then. I didn't know that. The movie Last Action Hero, the character, the Ripper's axe, or the one from Reign of Fire? Never seen Reign of Fire, but I've seen Last Action Hero. I've seen Last Action Hero where he uses the axe and he's on top of the roof. And I think he throws it. Doesn't he throw it at the end of that? At Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, I can't remember the name of it. I watched that movie 1,000 times. Oh, I have the Cold Steel pole axe, axe hammer on one side, or axe hammer on one side, axe on the other. Yeah, I have to check that one out. That sounds like that might be right up my alley. Honshu actually makes an axe design after the God of War axe. Yeah, you guys remember my Honshu Corrido? I did a review on the Honshu Corrido, on the smaller axe. Go check it out. Go check it out. I still have it, but go check it out. That thing did some that thing was weird. That thing was weird. It did some the cutting edge on that thing did some weird stuff, if you guys remember. It broke all to pieces. Just FYI. I think the Honshu Corrido is good for cutting watermelons and water bottles and probably doing martial arts, cutting, all that stuff. But when it comes to hard use, I have never seen a cutting edge do what that Honshu Corrido did. And I've got it all documented on the review. You guys can go check it out. I think I stood there at that round and slung it sideways like 20 times over and over and over again. It flies really nicely. I'll give it credit. Flies really well. Handle material is not the greatest, and the cutting edge on that thing just broke all up. It just did some weird stuff. You have to go check the video out. It's worth the watch. Evening, everyone. Has anyone tried the Cobra Tech Tomahawk? Cobra Tech? I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to check it out. Send me an email if you don't mind going to any one of my video descriptions. If you guys are interested in seeing me review an axe, go find my email in any one of my video descriptions and send me a link to the axe you want me to review. I'll take a look at it and see. And we'll have to look at it. I'm always open to, I always find new axes when you guys are talking to me. So have a good night, everybody. See you, Mash. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Evening, everyone. Has anyone tried the... Yeah. Just send me an email and I'll get into it. I don't know much about it, so. All right, guys. I said I was gonna go for an hour to an hour and a half. We're approaching 2 hours, so I think I'm done. My arm's zinging right now. I don't know. Like, even with my arm hurting, I still want to throw. So, but I'm gonna get out of here. Sorry for the lighting. We had no plans of throwing or bringing this over here. So thanks for being good sports about it and hanging out with us while we threw. This won't be our only live when we throw. We'll do another one. We'll do it on a week that I just do an first impressions and unboxing and I don't actually throw. So that way my arm is halfway decent and we can throw. I'll be able to throw the entire live. I normally throw longer than that when I do my reviews. So there's no problem going for about 2 hours of just straight throwing. I could do that on a live pretty easily. So, but thanks for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section when the video's over. If you watch this when it's not live, let everybody know in the comment section what you like about Cold Steel or don't, or what your favorite Cold Steel axes are. I think they're really good. I do. I mean, you know, they're not the best, but they're good. If I can sit out here and sling them for hours on end and they hold up, I think that's pretty decent. Sometimes they don't have the best fitment with their axe heads on their tomahawk handles, but overall, I think they're $30. You really can't beat it all that. You really can't. You can go outside and throw for hours with you, your family, your friends, and have a really good time. And that's what I like about Cold Steel. They give me what I want for a good axe throwing session. Let me practice. Let me have a good time. And they always have held up for me pretty well. So, but anyway, thanks for all the support. Remember, guys, it's always for the love of these axes, hatchets, and tomahawks, like the Norse Hawk here from Cold Steel and the Trail Hawk, two of my favorite Cold Steel tomahawks. If you're interested, go check them out. Not very expensive at all. I think this one's cheaper than the Trail Hawk. So, Trail Hawk comes with a really long handle too. It's like 20 inches long, and you can cut it down to any length you want. But I would suggest cutting this thing. I know some people have it long. Cut it down really small like I have mine here. It's a heck of a lot of fun to throw. It really is. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. Getting up there in our follower count or our subscriber count. I think we're up to a little over 9,100 now. So I think I'll be giving you guys some good axes away at Christmas time if we hit our 10,000 mark. I don't think we're not gonna hit it. I'll be shocked if we don't hit 10,000 by December. So look for that too. I always say that on the lives, but I normally don't look at my subscriber count. It wasn't something that I really looked at, but now I keep looking at it since I told you guys I was gonna give away a bunch of axes at Christmas if we hit 10,000 subscribers. Now I'm watching it all the time now. I told Tiffany, I said, watch, by the end of September, we're gonna be at like 10,000 subscribers. So it'd be cool, we can smash it, it's fine with me. But thanks, see you guys, I'm gonna go inside and eat. I haven't had dinner yet. Been out here since 1, so I think it's time to go inside. Neighbor's like, I wish he'd go inside. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See ya.